Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We're talking about this guy right here, Cam Ward. Now, his night is officially over. This guy's getting ragged everywhere on social media. We must have watched a completely different game because I know the stat sheet's not good. 2 of 7 for 42 yards. His rating was like 52.2. I must have watched a different game. This is beautiful. So, this was one of the incompletions, all right? There were 5 of them. And we'll show you the good throw to Elic Eomanor. We'll go through J.C. Latham. We'll go through some Tennessee Titans stuff. What I really like about this clip, and he's going to end up finding Van Jefferson right here. But you can already tell, first off, the protection's very good. J.C. Latham. Dan Moore did end up getting banged up, but he only missed a drive. It looked more precautionary. What Cam Ward right now is doing, and actually, if I get a little bit further in this clip, it's even a better representation. He's really doing a good job of manipulating these linebackers right here. Number 42 for Atlanta, and then number 40 for Atlanta. These guys aren't quite sure. Maybe he's going to throw it to 36. If we get a little bit earlier in this clip, you can kind of see it a little bit better where he's just manipulating these guys. All right, he's not giving away, all right, I'm going to throw to the right side, I'm going to throw to the left side. And he just whips this. And you got to catch that football. So this is why, like, he literally just sat down and, and Allen came in and threw a nice little throw. He's actually thrown a couple of nice ones. This is Van Jefferson. Like, you got to catch this football. I mean, it's clear as day. You actually could not have placed this ball in a better spot. But like I said, Cam Ward right now, we can't tell where he's looking. He looks like he's looking in the middle of the field, maybe this guy all the way down here. He's going to end up finding Van Jefferson once he gets past number 40. So not giving it away. And this is perfect anticipation. And I don't want to hear anything about an overthrow. If the ball touches your hands, you have to catch the football. Now, I'm not trying to rag on Van Jefferson in this clip, but I am just saying the social media narrative already is very bad, and I do not understand it in any way, shape, or form, because if you give him a couple of more drives, if you give him the rest of the second quarter, that stat sheet's going to be looking better. And then, obviously, if you catch this football, I mean, it's maybe not a touchdown, but you're looking at a 40-yard throw, so we'll keep it moving. But welcome back to the channel. Hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily NFL content. A little bit of a film study for Cam Ward, and yeah, let's show it. All right, here we go. This is Cam Ward's first catch of the night, and the completion of the night. There we go. What's interesting about this clip, first off, you're going to see J.C. Latham absolutely just, James Pierce right here does pretty well. Getting by J.C. Latham, getting on the inside of him. And what you see is J.C. number 55, he ends up just pushing him. So like we see, Cam Ward's going to end up rolling out this way. Elic Eomanor might be running a drag. We're about to figure it out. But he's going to do something like this. Cam Ward's going to roll out of the pocket. But as we see right here, number 27, James Pierce, the rookie for the Atlanta Falcons, he gets a good, he's got some good footwork, or good angle right here, I should say. And you're going to see J.C. Latham just push him. Nope, you're not doing that. Cam Ward's going to maneuver out of the pocket and throw on the run. So I really like this. I remember, we kind of timed it at a perfect spot. I remember watching this in that first game last weekend. Cam Ward had a nice throw on the run. He's very athletic. This is one athletic dude. I know I kind of just ranted about this for 3 straight minutes. I'm not quite sure where this hate is spawning in from. I think people are like, oh, the first round draft pick, he's not getting any media press. This is the first preseason game of week 2. The moment Tennessee kind of gets, primetime preseason game, aka first one of the week, nothing else is on TV right now. I mean, it's Friday night, but no other sports worth watching than NFL football are on. And he's going to find Eomanor. I mean, if you want to get maybe critical, maybe he slowly, like just barely slows down to catch this football, but it's very, very barely. You know what I mean? Like, if I had to critique, which I'm not even trying to do, maybe the football should be right here, catch him in stride, whatever. It's preseason week 2. So Minor gets, some nice yak right here. And sorry, guys, we got to kind of clip stuff for copyright. But Elic Manor is a very under the rated gem out of Stanford. People remember him last year. He had 63 catches for 831 yards over at Stanford. Also had 6 total touchdown receptions. He's 6'2". He's like 210 pounds. This guy's climbing up the depth, I shouldn't even say depth chart. He's climbing up the rookie wide receiver ladder, I guess is a better way to phrase it. You got a bunch of young kids. You got DK, you got Gunnar Helm at tight end. It's a little bit raw. Obviously, Calvin Ridley is not currently playing in this football game, so it would be much better. I think actually all the Cam Ward's completions on that second drive last week against Tampa, I think they all went to Calvin Ridley, and they were all beautiful. And he threw with such great anticipation. He really had a nice connection going, but this is a good throw. This is what, a 35-yard catch, simple cross down the field for Cam Ward and Elic Manor. Also, real quick, because I don't have any clips of him, Khalil Mullings, the rookie out of Michigan, he was looking, he's running pretty hard because there's no Tony Pollard. Obviously there's no Tyjae Spears in this game, so did want to throw that in there. You can note, this is Cedric Gray. You actually can't see him on screen right now. He just boots the running back right here. Oh, that's perfect. Right here, Cedric Gray booting the running back for the Atlanta Falcons. I get it. It's Easton Stick. There was a nice pick 6 here. Cedric Gray currently 6 tackles, sack and a half. He also had an interception, but it was negated because of a penalty. So, keep that in mind as well. But these guys are playing hard. The pick 6 was safety Kendall Brooks from Michigan State. He's entering his second year, just like Cedric Gray here. Gray was a 4th rounder out of North Carolina, and what really hurt him last season is, first off, much better linebacker room this season than last year as far as playing time, and I just think it's a better linebacker room in general. But he was out for the summer, and he came back in, I think it was late October, maybe it was early November, and by that point he was kind of only a special teams guy. This is a player who I really liked coming out of North Carolina, and I just wanted to pinpoint this because he boots him, but he's also, look at this right here, but he also boots him, and he's just having a really good football game right now. And yeah, I think that's gonna be it for Cam Ward. We might just get out of here because this preseason game against the Atlanta Falcons, we'll talk about this once we get the all 22 clips in probably around 24 hours. So maybe a Titans video in the next day or two. But guys, that's it for me. I just wanted to show some Cam Ward, a good and a bad as far as the media world goes, because I keep refreshing my Twitter to just see if I can find any. Like, I've already got a tweet right here. Cam Ward in 2 preseason games, 7 of 15, 119 yards, and then they've got Shedeur Sanders on the same clip. So it's like, I also like Shedeur Sanders, but it's really weird what we're kind of seeing right now. It's this very odd level of disrespect. To be honest with you, I really don't understand it. I actually do have one last Cam Ward clip. No, sorry, that's just a Brandon Allen interception. So, folks, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit that like button, hit that sub button. We'll get you out of here on a Friday night. And let me know what you think about Cam Ward. Give me a grade rating down below. If I had to say anything, I would probably just go with B. His receivers didn't help him out tonight, but at the same time, some of the throws were not the best, but I'd go with B.